super duper excited to be here sharing the word with you once again. This year, 2025, we are starting a new series, the parables of Jesus Christ. That's right, we are going to be looking at the different parables that Jesus told, when he started his ministry, throughout his ministry. And I know that those are going to impact our lives in a positive way, of course. Unlike most people think, that maybe a parable is a fable, or some people may think it's a it's a myth, like those Greek stories, but it really isn't. And what we see with parables is that yes, they do have lessons in the end, just like fables, more or less. But fables more of give you lessons of the world, but parables are there to expose or to bring to light or to tell us about spiritual truths. The parables are there not just for Christians, but also for unbelievers, and they can learn the truth of the Word of God through the parables as well. The word parable comes from this Greek word parabalo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And parabalo is basically these two words, where para means besides or alongside, and balo means to be thrown at you, like it just means throw. So what we're seeing is Jesus would throw at us or throw at the people a story, a parable. And the parable there is a lesson alongside this truth that is being taught or revealed by Jesus Christ. I love parables because they're thought-provoking, and they're basically like stories, most of them, if I may say. Like they're stories. There's an element of storytelling, and I love that because I'm a storyteller myself. And Jesus shares, parables. I can say they're straightforward because you usually just have the parable. It's a story, and then you have the meaning in the Bible as well, in the text. So I would say they're quite simple, but really some of them are not as straightforward, and it can be seen as this, like as people may see them as metaphors or something like that. Basically, they were not easy to understand. That's why sometimes the disciples would go to Jesus and ask him, what did you mean by this? What did you mean by this story that you told when we were with everyone else? And we see the reason why Jesus shared these lessons, spiritual lessons, and truths in parables. He explains this in Matthew 13 from verse 10 to 13. And he basically says that it's because not everybody had a heart that was ready to hear the truth. Basically, some people, whatever Jesus said, whatever Jesus did, they had already decided in their hearts that they will not take the truth that Jesus brings to them. And I'm really excited to go on this journey of uncovering these parables, knowing, okay, what are they, these parables, if you've never maybe seen them before, heard of them before, or if you probably know all of them from Sunday school, whatever it is. I believe that this is going to be a transformational journey, because when I was going through these parables, I realized that actually they're simple, but not all of them mean what I think they mean. And going deeper into them, seeing what they truly mean, really opened up my heart, opened up my mind to these spiritual truths and doctrines. One thing I will say, parables, at the end of the day, we can take many things from them, but as we're going through this journey, what you'll notice is that I will choose, to pick the meaning that Jesus intended. So some meanings are not as, some lessons are not as significant. It's not what necessarily Jesus was pointing to. They're more superficial. But I'm going to be looking at the actual meaning, the actual thing that Jesus wanted us to take from each parable. We will have a video every Sunday. So this was more of an intro video, but we will have a video on the parables of Jesus every Sunday, so that we can have a parable that we take with us throughout the week. The parables are many. We are going to be going through them throughout the year, and I'm sure that we will all be blessed. So stay blessed, and see you in the next videos every Sunday as we uncover, as we talk about and learn about the heavenly truths that Jesus Christ intended us to know and to practice in our daily lives so that we can thrive as Christians.